Hi guys, DeathWishUFO2 here, bringing you a video on Star Wars Battlefront, but today it's going to be something a little bit different. I am going to be talking about the recent updates and the soon-to-be patches that EA is going to put into the game, as it was announced, I think it was 1 day back, something like that. Now, what everybody was saying at the start when Battlefront first came out, oh, there's not enough content, there's not enough maps, there's not enough playing characters such as heroes and villains, etc. There's not enough of them, and that kind of put a lot of people off the game. But have no worry guys, because EA has announced, alongside with the DICE development team, that they are planning to release a load of free content starting tomorrow and next month as well, which will add new maps, players, heroes, customization options, weapons, and they're going to be tweaking the weapons and games as well to make it a little bit even for everyone else. Okay, so jumping straight back into it, this video I'm just going to be talking about the patches and what they're going to be doing and stuff like that. Okay, so jumping straight into it, EA said, we began our post-launch journey together last month with the Battle of Jakku DLC, which added the Turning Point DLC game mode. Okay, so what they're going to be doing is they're going to be adding the Tatooine survival map will now support Blast, Droid Run, Drop Zone, Hero Hunt and Heroes vs Villain multiplayer modes, and it is going to be called Raider Camp. That is some great news because I like that map. I think it was very spacious, very big, something for like TDM, etc. Okay, another thing is they're going to be adding in new Hoth themed outfits for Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, both of which will be available to all fans when they play as these two iconic characters. So when you're playing on Hoth, you'll get a bit of a new skin, so they're not dressed in the same things all the time. Okay, they're going to also be giving the players the ability to create private matches, which will allow you to do your own things, to set your own rules, that sort of stuff. So that's another good thing, because that's what we were missing to begin with. They're also going to be introducing daily challenges and community events. These are designed to rally the community around certain goals and objectives, giving players the chance to earn credits and unlocks even faster. That's good, because getting credits is a bit slow to begin with. It's a bit annoying and frustrating because a new player is wanting to unlock, I don't know, the jetpack, which you get at level 13, and they've got to wait 13 levels. This way they can actually jump into the community and get involved with challenges and therefore rank up faster and earn more credits faster. So that's good, that's getting the community working together. They also said that they're going to be adding some new maps, which they also haven't announced yet. And of course they were also going to be doing overall balancing tweaks to both weapons and multiplayer modes to make it a bit more fairer and to get rid of the glitches and exploits in the game, that sort of stuff, so making the game better. They also said in February they will continue to add more free content for all players, including a new survival map, a new survival mission on Hoth, and a brand new Hoth themed multiplayer map that will support even larger game modes, including Walker Assault, Supremacy, Fighter Squadron and Turning Point. So that's good, because currently you can only play Turning Point on the Battle of Jakku map, so therefore it's adding a bit of diversity into the game and it's giving players another map to play, that sort of stuff, so that's good. They're also excited to make this popular mode available on all maps that currently support Walker Assault and Supremacy in the February update. So that's even better guys, so now you're going to be able to play, if you really like Turning Point, you can now play it on every single map when they patch it in February. Alright. Oh, they're also going to be delivering, in addition to the free content, they will be delivering throughout March. We continue to listen to the community throughout the year and provide updates designed to make Star Wars Battlefront even more fun for everyone. That's good, alright, because everyone's complaining about space battles like we used to have on Battlefront 3 and Battlefront 2. You know, the ship-to-ship space battles, that's what we miss, that's what we want in this. They can do it, and I hope they're not going to release it just for the season pass holders, because that'll just annoy everybody off, because it came with the game, it was a base game. Just having the space fights pretty much, alright, going in, sabotaging their ship, bringing down the defences, which made bringing them down a lot easier. So if they had that, that'd be better. Now what I'm going to be doing guys is talking about what the season pass holders get. So the people that spent over £30 or $30 on the season pass, you're going to be getting something different and something a little bit better. So I'm going to be talking about this now. Now they understand that the community's been asking for more details around the season pass, and they've just released information about it today. It might not be a lot, but it's something worth listening to. Okay, so in March 2016, that's when the first DLC for the season pass holders drops. Okay, don't give a date, it just says March 2016. Alright, it's going to be called Star Wars Battlefront, the Outer Rim DLC. Alright, and the brief description of it is: fight among the factories of Solost and fight within Jabba the Hutt's palace on Tatooine. See, that's bringing back another iconic location from the past Battlefront games, so they are listening to the community, and they are actually thinking about bringing stuff back like that. Okay, the next one that gets dropped, it says summer 2016. It doesn't specifically give a date or a month, it just says summer 2016. Alright, and again, bringing back another iconic location from the past Star Wars games and past Star Wars movies. This one's going to be called Star Wars Battlefront Bespin. Alright, it's hunt or be hunted in this action-packed experience set in the Cloud City of Bespin. Okay, so that massive Cloud City where Han Solo gets ambushed by Vader. I'm talking about that right there. A really good iconic location in the movie. Alright, it gets released in fall 2016. Doesn't give another date, guys, it just says fall, so we're waiting for more updates on that. And this DLC will be called Star Wars Battlefront Death Star. Alright, and the description for it is, it's very brief. That's no moon, one of the most iconic locations in the Star Wars universe, makes a debut in the Star Wars Battlefront and returns. Alright, so they're bringing back the Death Star, which is what everybody wants. Who knows, they might do a space battle between the Death Star and the rebel space fighters. You know, rebel frigates just come into the system and started doing a full-blown attack. You might be part of it. You might have to take down the defences by landing in it and taking out the enemy, just like they did on Battlefront 3 and Battlefront 2, etc. So that's something to look forward to. Now this one isn't actually given a name like the others, so it smells a bit dodgy, but they might be keeping it under wraps for now. And all this says is early 2017, which basically means they're going to be releasing DLCs going into next year as well. Alright, so that's good, because the DLC what do you call it, season pass holders are going to be getting a lot more for the money than they actually want, than they actually get. Rather than getting the 4 DLCs like you're getting Black Ops franchises and Call of Duty franchises and stuff like that, you're going to get maps, you're going to get mods, you're going to get weapons, customization options. Alright, and this one's again 2017 early, doesn't give a date, doesn't give a month, just says early, so I'm guessing January, February. And all this one says is Star Wars Battlefront Expansion Pack 4. Either they haven't thought of a name for it yet, or it's still under serious development in the early stages, stuff like that. Okay, and again, all it says is we will have more details to share about this exciting new expansion pack in the coming months. So that one is still under development. Who knows, there might be a 5th expansion pack, there might be a 6th, because we all know the surprises that the development team for DICE do for us, such as like on Battlefield 4, where they released free content even years after the game first came out, and they're still releasing content now. And again, all the content is going to be available on the PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Origin for PC, so you're okay there. So it's basically the platforms that the game is actually released on. Alright, now what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about stuff that we would like to see in Star Wars Battlefront, because I know a lot of people were complaining about spending something like $50 or £50 on the Star Wars Battlefront game and not getting as much as they thought out of it, such as like in the older Battlefronts where we had tons of maps, tons of vehicles to get in instead of these pickups, and tons of space battles, and you could rotate and you could play for hours. Alright, things that I'm actually looking forward to, or hoping that they release in the Star Wars franchise, which I hope they do anyway, is space battles for one. I want to do the dogfights, and you know how they did it in Battlefront 3. where they had 2 frigates in space, and you spawned on your space fighter. So if you're an Imperial, you spawned on the Star Destroyer. If you was a Rebel, you spawned on their spaceship, and you got in ships and you launched off and had massive dogfights, and you could risk landing on the ship and destroying their internal consoles and life support systems, etc. And it was a blast because it was fun. You were thinking, oh, am I going to make it this time? Am I going to get shot down before I get there? How much am I going to destroy? How much am I actually going to hate getting in there and destroying? It was good because you was getting up onto the enemy lines and past it and hitting their main defences. So I'm hoping that they release space battles again. Another thing what I'm hoping they do is they release maps where vehicles just spawn in. You don't have to get the vehicle pickups. Like you spawn near a hangar where the snow speeders are in, for example, just like the on Hoth map on Star Wars Battlefront 3. Where you spawned in the Hoth map, or in a snow speeder hangar, or for example you spawn next to a supply drop of ATSTs or something. It just doesn't feel as good. It doesn't feel as good when you're just picking up powder pickups. It just doesn't feel the same when it just spawns out of nowhere. Another thing that I'm wanting anyway is like the little tank things that you got in Star Wars Battlefront 3. They're really good ones. Like, I forgot the names for them, but you know how you could go around and have tank battles and stuff like that, rather than on Star Wars Battlefront where you get ATSTs, which you'd be lucky enough to get in. See as though every other player fights for them. Or the AT-ATs, etc. Again, people fight for them again, or even the the fighter jets, such as the X-wings, Y-wings, etc. Another thing what I'm hoping they actually add in is the bombers. You can't actually get them unless you're playing Walker Assault, and even then you can't drive them. It's AI controlled. They come in, they bomb the walkers, and then they drive off again. I'm kind of hoping that they put them in the game for the space battles, because they were really good at taking down the shields and stuff like that. Yeah. I'm kind of hoping as well that, if you haven't realised, the rebels are seriously underpowered when they're going up against the Imperials. Like, they haven't got any land vehicles to defend themselves with other than turrets. Yeah, you can use a turret against an ATST, maybe. But they have got access to fighter planes, such as snow speeders and that sort of stuff. But I feel like the rebels are seriously underpowered because they haven't got anything to defend themselves like back against ATSTs. Or yeah, fair enough, you've got the ion shots and the ion grenades and the smart rockets and the lock-on, but it'd just be a little bit better if they had something to actually fight back with against the ATSTs and the AT-ATs. That sort of good stuff. I'm kind of hoping a DLC that goes back to the Clone Wars as well. I know it was leaked at one point, but it doesn't actually look like one has been planned. That might be expansion pack 4. Who knows? I want to see the return of iconic Jedi Knights like Mace Windu or even Yoda. I'm sure people miss Yoda. I know he died in like the earlier seasons of Star Wars, the earlier movies on Dagobah, I think it was. But even seeing like returns of heroes such as Chewbacca, General Grievous, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Mace Windu, just switch it up a little bit with the heroes, so you've actually got a decent amount of diversity between the heroes. So it's not going to be Darth Vader, Emperor Palpatine, and Boba Fett, or Leia, Han Solo, and Luke Skywalker all the time on heroes versus villains. You know, I wanted to switch it up a bit, so one round or on certain maps you can use different heroes like Jango Fett or Chewbacca or Mace Windu or Obi-Wan or even General Grievous. I know how OP that might sound. Caesar General Grievous like pulled out 4 lightsabers from around his chest area, but you know what I mean, it adds that little bit of competitive feeling to it. Another thing that I'm wanting them to fix on the Star Wars, and most people might hate me for saying this, is the accuracy bonus for aiming down the sights. The amount of people that just spray on this game and they know they're going to hit because your accuracy is not affected by whether you're aiming in or not. So I'm hoping that they add like some sort of penalty for not aiming down your sights, just so it makes it a little bit more challenging, because anyone can shoot and spray from the other side of the map. You know, and I'm kind of hoping they fix some of the things like turret positions, power drops. I'm also hoping that they fix the lack of customization options. So if you're the Imperials, I'm kind of hoping they install like a customizations update where you can put whatever paint jobs you want on your armor. You can have it whatever design you want. So if you want stripes, just like the shock trooper, Palpatine's personal bodyguards, if you want like red stripes down it, you can have red stripes. If you want like flames on it, you can have flames on it. You know, it just added a little bit of uniqueness to your Imperial Stormtrooper that you're playing as, and possibly on the opposing team. So the rebels, different customization options on them as well. So like you can unlock different helmets, different armors. You can have customization options on your helmets. You can have different things on your helmets, you know, just to make your soldier feel different, and you don't have to work towards level 50 to actually look different as a rebel. So you don't look like Greedo or a shadow trooper or a scout trooper when you have to get to level 40 or 50. I think it's just a waste of time grinding just to make yourself look different by a bit. I think you should offer a lot more customization option and that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping that they also return a couple more like iconic maps, such as the Coruscant map inside the Jedi Temple and stuff like that. Just do like a Clone Wars update where you can face off with robots, or you can play as the Separatists, as the droidicas, or the heavy battle droids, or the light battle droids, or even Magna Guards. Like, I loved playing as the droids on Star Wars Battlefront 3. I just felt it was a little bit different with a twist. So I'm hoping that everything I've just said, I'm kind of hoping that at least some of it gets listened to, and some of it gets put into the game, and some of it makes it into the game. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel for more upcoming content on GTA 5, Minecraft's a big one now, Star Wars Battlefront, Just Cause 3, as soon as I've got some decent content for it, and Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Okay, I upload as often as I can. I try to do it daily, and I try to listen to the community that watch my channel. I try to listen to your feedback on my videos, and I try and fix it. Okay, so I'm out for this video, guys. I'm going to catch you in the next one. See you later.